What's going on, people? Welcome back to another Teen Mom OG recap, which aired on Monday, November 19th on MTV. Now the show starts off with Amber as she's taking a exercise slash self-defense class. I'm thinking that's what it is. She claims it's to help her deal with anxiety. Andrew runs across a website on like a charity boxing event, and he thinks that Amber might be interested in signing up in. So, it's Dakota's weekend with the kids, and Bristol is driving in the car with a friend and explaining how frustrated she is with Tripp's dad and his lack of financial responsibility. Then she starts going on and on about her struggles dealing with her baby daddies. So, Caitlin claims since she's been home how much Nova has been attached to her and how she's been invited to go on something dealing. I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot. I don't know, but I was distracted by seeing Tyler cleaning up the house. I know that. While Caitlin is sitting there on the phone, Nova, she's pining for her attention, as you see in every episode. And then she's telling Nova that she's going to leave for 2 days and how she'll be right back and stuff like that. And she's just always ready to go and involve herself in something that's more important than being there with her family at home. I don't understand. So here we are with annoying Cheyenne, and it seems like somebody always got to explain to her how it doesn't look in good taste for her to always be spending so much time with Corey or with Corey's family. I mean, they are not a couple. There are other ways to co-parent than her staying over at his people's house, because she's planning on taking Ryder to go visit his parents. And of course, Zach got a problem with that, and I don't blame him. Any boyfriend will be like, you tripping, think you about to go stay at old boy people's house? No, you don't have to do all that. How about her people come to town and visit the baby? You shouldn't have to take... I mean, she just way too much. But anyway, she's going to continue to do it as long as Zach, he entertain her foolishness. He really just needs to leave that alone. Just drop that 0. So anyway, Ryan's parents wanted to take Bentley with them out of town, but Macy, she shut that down real quick because they asked her on a late notice. On top of that, she had already planned on taking Bentley with her other kids out of town to go see Taylor's parents. Macy also mentioned that she's getting a bit frustrated with the way they want to spend as much time with Bentley as she wants to. So Amber and Andrew meet with the professional boxing trainer because, well, she really hasn't quite made her mind up yet if she's going to be a part of the charity event, but I think she's going to make her mind up and do it. I'm jokingly thinking that she's going to do good, jokingly, because of how she used to mix on Gary back in the older episodes when her and Gary were together. But I'm joking. I'm only joking. I don't condone violence. So she got a few jabs in when she went to practice and showed them what she's working with. And the lady told her she thinks she's going to do good. So Tyler's explaining to his mom how he thinks couples counseling is a real good idea for them. And how he think that they should get both their counselors after their own separate sessions to meet up and discuss the sessions that they had separately. But the thing with this is the way Caitlin is constantly on the go, it just seems like she's not serious about it as much as he is. But that's my opinion. And what makes me feel sorry for Tyler is that it seems like he's the only one that really has his head in this. And he's the only one rooting to keep his marriage in a good place. He already carrying a lot on his shoulders, dealing with Caitlin and her condition, and dealing with anxiety and depression, and being a full-time dad. Look like he is a single parent most of the time. Dealing with his dad, Butch, and his problems with drugs and rehab, and now his sister with the same situation. And then having to deal with, restoring their house and stuff after his sister trashed their house after they let her use it. So he got a lot on his plate already. And on top of that, he's trying to maintain a good marriage, and it seemed like he doing this all alone. So I really sympathize with him with that. So Ryan's parents said that they respect Macy and they just love Bentley as much as she do, and they understand that it's probably a bit difficult for her as much as it is for them. And I'm like, well, she is their parent, so it's not gonna be difficult. She just could straight up tell y'all, no, you can get him next weekend. But I don't really know too much more to say about that. But I know one thing for sure, that they love him. So Bristol and Dakota's on the phone arguing because he have the paperwork that he been needing to sign for 4 days now, and he's just dragging the whole process along. So back to Macy and Taylor, and they have made it to Taylor's parents' house. Meanwhile, Jane is talking with the two producers, and also Ryan's dad is talking with the producer, and they're just pretty much talking about how they feel about Bentley and how they think that Macy feel, and they're not trying to, step on her toes or take her place as being his mother, because they know that they're just the grandparents, but they love Bentley. And I already spoke on it, so. Caitlin has made it to wherever it is. That was more important than her being there with Nova. She calls in to check and see if Nova's been freaking out over her. And I'm like, freaking out? She could have just said, let me speak to my baby, or you miss me yet, or something like that. But she said she haven't been freaking out, huh? Like, what you think? You missed a lot of being there, and I understand that she had to go to rehab and get herself together and stuff like that, dealing with her anxiety and stuff. But don't make it seem like it's a problem that your baby just miss and love you and want to see more of you. But I don't know. It just seems like as long as she have reassurance that Nova isn't thinking about her, that it's okay, that she's not there. So back over to Taylor's parents' house, and his mom is telling him how proud of him that she is, the father that he's become, the stepfather that he is, and that she couldn't imagine him playing that position in life. So back over to Cheyenne, and she just doesn't feel like that is that serious for her. That is that serious that a lot of people is telling her, why do you have to be so close with Corey's people and stuff like that? I mean, to take the baby to Corey's house again, family's house and stuff like that, I don't know, but it's like he's trying to explain to her that when you're in a relationship with someone, there's just a level of respect that you have for that person, and it's like boundaries that you just don't cross. Even if you're not cheating on a person, and she's barely letting Zach get a word in while he's trying to explain this to her. With her annoying pitch and half-ass logical point that she's trying to make, she was just getting on my nerve. I'm like, ugh, I don't see how he could deal with her for so long. What is it that is keeping him with her? What is it? I don't know. But I know one thing, she got his head gone because he's been putting up with it long enough. She claimed that he was drinking and came in drunk and all that kind of stuff. If she really had a problem with him and his habits, she wouldn't be with him. And the problem that he had with her, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know what to say about those two, but she's very disrespectful. I know that for sure, because you see that on camera. You see them recording this on the show every week. And ain't nobody got to tell me that. I see it for myself that she feel like it really is okay for her to do the things she do with Corey. To say that they're not a couple. So she claimed that if it was the other way around, that she would be understanding and not tripping. I'm like, yeah, right. Because if I could recall on the earlier episode, she was tripping because old boy was texting somebody, or she thought he was texting somebody. So Zach is like, it just seems like we're not getting nowhere with this. And I already kind of know where it's going, and then she just makes this face like, oh well. So I really do hope that he's done for with her, because she'd have like zero respect for him. So Palin is back with her family in Alaska, and Trip, he went to visit his dad Levi, and they also gave Bristol some money, and she's gonna put that into his trust fund, which will go towards his college fund or college and stuff like that, which is a really good thing. So I don't see a problem here. So I'll be leaving and moving right along to Amber as she head into the boxing ring for the first time for her little boxing match or whatever it is that they're about to do. I don't know if this is the official match, but she's heading into the ring for the first time. And she do pretty good and everything. She got in there with the lady holding up the mitts that she's supposed to hit at and whatever with all that. And then after it was all over with, everybody clapped for her. Yeah, made her feel real good about herself. She did something. And then she starts crying, telling Andrew how much she appreciates him being in her life. And he's such an inspiration. And he's the best thing that ever happened to her. And so now Macy and Taylor have left the kids with Taylor's parents while they go to meet with some friends that they haven't seen in a while. And I'm like, it's like they back in a college dorm hanging out with friends and stuff. Aren't they like adults now? And why don't they like go out to eat or go see a movie or, but beer pong? Okay. So Caitlin and Tyler is coming up with a list of things that they need to work on. And Caitlin just seemed like she really not that much into the whole conversation, looking all tired. And I don't know. But Tyler makes a comment about, look, I'm just tired of the talk. I'm ready for the walk. And she's like, what did that mean? It means just what he just said. So I don't know. It just seemed like an over and over and over process with them every week. Like nothing really changes for the best. But I'll be rooting for them. I really hope that they can get it together. So anyway, that concludes my recap for this week's episode. And if you all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. And again, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.